And there's obviously like the Jocko Wilking, like everything is your responsibility. But sometimes there are things that are just like you can't control for. There are aspects in life that just will wallop you and hit you when you're down. The title for this video and the kind of thought I was going on in my mind is, have it written down right here. Life is cruel, so let's flip a coin. And I'll even have some interaction here with the audience here. Got a coin right here. Let's flip it. Let's see where we go. I've been going on a heads route. So let's flip for heads. Oh. Heads it is. Heads it is. So maybe I'll be lucky for this video. Hopefully you called it with me. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to make this video is by understanding the fact of chaos and how, even though in life we love to have order, we like to have things under control, there's no way of avoiding chaos. And that's why I sometimes love carrying around a coin with me and just understanding that life is sometimes like this. It's just flip a coin. There are definitely things in aspect like you do have control over. Like if I'm holding this coin right now, I have control over it. Unless my hand just decides to disintegrate, to like Thanos snap, disintegrate, or just fall down and break, I have control of this coin. But there are some aspects in life that are absolutely, without a doubt, out of your control, and there's nothing you can do, right? Meteor hits the earth, there's nothing you can do. And the thing that kind of like really kicked this video idea into gear was recently I had another car trouble. I tell you, like, I'm still technically unemployed. I mean, the only thing I'm working on technically is some other things on the side, and then this YouTube gig right here. So I do things, but being unemployed, obviously, you're trying your best to be as efficient as possible with your money and not spend it at all. Like, I'm just the bare basics, food, bills, and maybe like transportation costs. And recently, I was just driving down the freeway, minding my own business, just had to go to an event that I needed to be at. And of course, riding the speed limit, wasn't like tailgating someone, wasn't tailgating anybody. The guy in front of me, truck veers over to the side, flicks up a rock on the rear tire. It flies and it spins in such a way that it comes right down and hits my windshield. And then, of course, the crack doesn't go one direction. It doesn't go like, to the other side. It doesn't go into the engine bay. It goes straight across the driver's side. And then, I thought, okay, it's not going to be that bad. It's just a little crack, just not that bad. Next day I wake up, the crack is twice as long. So I'm like, oh no, shit, I got to stop this crack. I got to stop it from going. I have to maintain the chaos. So I get out adrenaline and some drills, and I try to, puncture the glass to stop the crack from going. To stop the stress, you can puncture the glass to keep it from the crack from proceeding. You just make a small hole. Did that a couple of times. The crack it just kept going, and I bought some stuff on Amazon to try and fill up the crack and make sure it doesn't, expose itself, because I live in one of the states where if that crack proceeds, a cop can pull you over and give you a nice ticket, and that would be lovely to get once you're unemployed and you're not making enough money. A ticket would just be a great thing. The material that doesn't work. So nothing's working, nothing's stopping, and now I'm faced to the point where I have to spend a crap ton of money getting the window replaced or finding a way to replace it, going to the junkyard or whatever. And it's the small thing like that just annoyed and pissed me off so much. It drove me crazy, because I was thinking of the aspect, it's like, why now? Why now does it need to happen? Why couldn't it have just happened like when I was making money? Why could that crack just appear at some other time? And it's just like the coin. Some things are just out of your control. Some things are just a flip of the coin. It's just, you have to call it, and then, or you don't even get a chance to call it. It just happens to you. And that's the thing. It's like life is cruel, and maybe that's like, and that's a small thing. That's a small thing. I know there's people out there who are probably like, you know, say you're a couple and you just had kids, and then one of your spouse dies, right? And then you still have to take care of the kids, and you're depressed, and the kids are depressed, and maybe one of you gets sick. You know, it's just like some things in life are just absolutely unforgivably just terrible. I even saw a kid. One thing that was actually good, and I actually think brought a little bit of light into the world. There was a kid, and then there was a kid that I saw that was on a piece of paper who was like 1 year old and needed a kidney transplant. She finally did get a kidney transplant, thank God. You know, but think of that aspect that think of the aspect of, obviously there's people out there who don't even get a chance at this life. They get struck in with some kind of illness at such an age and hit by some bit of unfair luck. They just happen to get it wrong. They get the call wrong. And it's not even at their own fault. It's not even their own fault. It's just how it is. And sometimes I guess it makes the world cruelly fair, I guess. Anyone can be affected by it, you know. And just understanding that and remembering that it's always that it's just like that is kind of, it's almost like therapeutic, I suppose. Remembering that is what life is. Sometimes it is a coin flip. Not everything is going to be in your control. Some things are just, you have to just deal with it and go with it. There are some things you can do, and there are some things that are within your power, and there are some things that, and then a lot of it is just not going to be within your grasp. You know, and there's obviously like the Jocko Wilking, like everything is your responsibility. But sometimes there are things that are just like you can't control for. There are aspects in life that just will wallop you and hit you when you're down, and you have no control over it. So just remembering, or the good old Jordan Peterson saying, "Oh no, he's a Jordan Peterson guy. He loves Jordan Peterson." You know, life is suffering, man. Life is suffering, and accepting that. And truly coming to terms with it, and just, you know, experiencing the fact that, you know, it's not that the universe like really hates you. It's just that that's what it is. That's how it is sometimes. It's completely unfair and cruel. And reminding yourself that's the way it is sometimes is just extremely helpful going through life, and knowing that not everything is going to go as planned, of course. That's more of the thing I wanted to say. Well, whatever you're going through in life, maybe it's a great part in your life. Maybe this is, you know, maybe this is a great day, a great time for your life, or maybe it's the worst time for your life, you know. All of these things are just, it's all just a little bit of order and a lot of chaos, I suppose. With that being said, though, find yourself a quarter, find yourself some kind of coin, and sometimes, you know, when there's an aspect of you don't know what's going to happen, flip a coin and just see what happens. Flip a coin to see where life might take you. Maybe you can, I guess, somewhat bet on it. There are some things you can control, but sometimes just pull out that coin, flip it, and see where life takes you. You know, whether it's good, whether it's bad, you never know. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts on how you deal with the cruelty of life. Do you guys have a coin just like me, or do you do the heads or tails kind of stuff? Yeah. This video has been kind of chaotic by definition. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Cheers.